Hey everyone, this is Casual Fanatic.
Film reviews about the shoes.
I'm Luca, your casual viewer.
And I'm Caitlin, your fanatic.
Well, what's up?
How's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Just chilling.
Nice. I'm chilling too. Today's beautiful weather. I already had breakfast yesterday. Sorry, this morning.
I hope you had breakfast yesterday.
I didn't have it yesterday. I usually don't eat breakfast, but no, I had breakfast this morning at like this French place around here. Ate a ton of food and was up at 5 this morning
Why?
studying. I did an early study regimen so that I could have some fun the rest of the day.
Makes sense.
So, here we are. Well, I fixed the record player.
Was something wrong with it?
Yeah, so I didn't have a preamp or an amp to basically convert what the record player was giving us
Okay.
to the speakers.
Gotcha.
Speakers didn't have like their own power input because most high-end speakers don't, because you usually have your own preamp and amp. And so luckily, I still had my preamp amp from like years ago.
So the record player itself is fine. It just wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you would like plug it in and it would have like a 60 hertz like constant electric noise.
Oh, that's not fun.
Yeah. And it also wasn't like putting out enough energy. So I finally plugged it into my preamp. Long story short, that also didn't work because of that like 60 decibel sound that was going on. And so then I went to, which will actually be my rec at the end of the podcast.
Maybe you should save it then.
Yes, I went to this place and I got I got an expensive ass cable. I have never bought a cable that costed me $120.
It's pretty good anyway.
A fucking cable. It now works. It is awesome. I
Cool.
love it. So we've already like listened to 2 records last night. Then we went and made our own it's not like regular pizza. It's on like a type of bread. You put it on the bread and we made our own pizzas. It was great. Awesome night. And then we watched some of that new hockey show that's out. For those that know, if those that don't. And then after that we watched some Brooklyn Nine-Nine and then we fell asleep. And here we are.
I saw you at trivia on Thursday.
Yeah, you guys killed it. They were in second place and then they gambled 15 points and then what?
Only dropped down to 4th though.
4th.
There was
pretty good.
27 teams maybe.
27 teams, yeah.
Not too disappointing.
Yeah, I was bouncing between I wasn't really playing. I was more just there for hangouts. I was bouncing between his team and another team. And so his team got like 4th at the end of it all. And I think their team got 4th to last. So it was best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on Friday, Trevor, who was on the podcast last week, and his girlfriend Deanna came over and we did calligraphy together.
Calligraphy? No way.
No.
You're gonna have to show us that. Or me.
I'll show you.
That's awesome. Very cool.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then didn't really do anything Saturday.
That's good. Relaxing period. Damn, you guys killed a few bottles.
That was just me.
Oh my god.
So both of those bottles only had 1 drink left of it.
Okay.
I was just like, oh, I like finished that 1 bottle and then I went for another drink and I was like, oh.
Both empty. Besides all the fun things and the beautiful weather outside, what are we talking about today?
Today, we are talking about the 2025 movie, Marty Supreme. It was
2025?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that.
It came out on...
How is it still in theaters like 2 weeks ago? That's nuts.
Maybe it was late, December 25th. Yeah, it came out on Christmas.
Okay.
So
2026, but not.
But Marty Supreme was directed by Josh Safdie, written by Ronald Braunstein and Josh Safdie, and stars Timothy Chalamet, Odessa A'zion, I believe is how you pronounce her last name, and Gwyneth Paltrow, as well as some other people I will get to later. It had an estimated budget of $65 million and made about a little over $93 million, so not great.
That's tough.
Yeah. I feel like the promotional run for this movie was both really interesting and also not interesting enough. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like
Huh.
people don't, at least I speaking for myself, like for the longest time didn't know what the movie was about because like I guess maybe I didn't watch the trailer. I just like kept seeing a bunch of stuff for it, but all of the stuff I saw was just Timothy Chalamet like talking about the movie, but it was like so vague. And like he had a couple, there was the interesting part I guess was he had a couple like staged um like meetings with people at A24, who's the studio that made the movie,
Yeah.
about him like pitching different ideas to them.
I
And
think I've seen this.
yeah,
Yeah.
and one of them, like all of the he just like kept getting crazier and crazier the more that the videos went on. And on one of them, he suggested a blimp, an orange blimp that said Marty Supreme on the side, and then they actually made that blimp, and it like flew around the country.
Love that.
But like nothing about that tells you that what the movie's about. So I feel like people were just like, I guess if you like Timothy Chalamet, that might be enough to get you into the theater.
Yeah.
But I feel like for the most part, it was, you don't know until you see it.
Yeah, I mean, you're totally right. I had no idea. Well, I kind of knew what I was going into, but I did not know what I was going into.
The only reason I knew is because I looked it up because I kept seeing all the promotional stuff and I was like, what the fuck is this movie about?
Same.
And I looked it up. It's very, very loosely based on a person named Marty Reisman or Reisman. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, who was an actual table tennis player and con man, essentially.
Con man, for sure.
But real life is not nearly as crazy as what happens in the movie, but it's still kind of wild.
What happens in the movie definitely is not at all what I would have expected.
Yeah.
And that's not a spoiler. I mean, there's so much happening in this movie. So much. And it's not just table tennis.
I wouldn't say it's about table tennis at all. I think table tennis is just something that happens.
Go watch the movie. This is free. I guess table tennis may have been a spoiler, but not really, right?
No, I don't think so.
No. Okay, so go watch it and then come back and listen to the rest of the podcast.
But what did you think about Marty Supreme?
I thought it was a really fun watch. To me, like it was so engaging in like every aspect. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I mean, I wouldn't say it was one of my favorite movies at all, but it was really fun to watch.
Yeah.
I haven't seen what is the other movie called? It's oh man. I thought I wrote it down. Oh yeah, here. So I was told by my buddy Grant and by KK to watch Uncut Gems. And I have not seen Uncut Gems, but the movie apparently takes a very close relationship to how that movie runs.
I've heard that as well.
Yeah, and so I can't speak any more above that. I was supposed to watch it yesterday, but then we didn't want to watch it. KK didn't watch it. She already watched it. So here we are. So if you've seen Uncut Gems, it kind of runs along the same kind of vibe. But what did you think about the movie?
I don't know if I would watch it again. I feel like it took a while for me to like be engaged. Like the first half of the movie didn't really grab me. It was just like after a while, it's like you're watching it and then you start to get involved.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, it didn't really grab me from the get-go. And
do you think it was too heavily based on like character development at the start?
I don't think that I don't know that it's an actual problem with the movie. Like when I think about it, I'm like, it was well acted, it was well written, it was well shot. It just like something about it, just like
it's not your thing.
Yeah.
That's totally fine.
All right. Well, we're gonna get into the summary. So spoilers.
Spoiler section, ladies and gentlemen. This is the spoiler section. If you don't want the movie to be spoiled, turn the podcast off and go watch it, and then come back.
All right. So this movie begins with Timothy Chalamet's character is Martin Mauser. Everyone just calls him Marty, though. And he is working in a shoe store. And I think it's his parents' shoe store. But he also mentions it
like that.
He mentioned at one point that his parents died, but he might have been lying. I'm pretty sure his parents are both alive. Or maybe I think his mom and his uncle. And maybe his dad's gone.
I don't know. He's a hard guy to pin down.
Because I know the shoe store owner, he keeps like getting mad at him for like being with his mom. So I think that guy is not related to him, but his mom is actually his mom.
Gotcha.
Anyway, obviously he doesn't want to work at a shoe store, but the owner is like trying to make him manager or whatever. He is trying to get some money to go to the British Open of table tennis. Ends up kind of stealing the money. Like it was his money, but also it wasn't. It was
earned it, but it wasn't given to
right.
Or so he says he earned it. We don't know if he really did though.
But he ends up he goes to the Open and ends up getting second place in the entire world. It's the last match, and he is beat by a Japanese player named Endo. And so that sort of sends him back. I guess I don't know with competitions like that. Obviously, first place gets prize money, but I would assume like second and third get also some amount. But it seems like him not getting first meant he was just back to being broke.
Right. Just immediately back to his usual.
Right. And so then, yeah, basically the entire movie is him just moving from hustle to hustle, trying to get money from people because he obviously wants to like have a rematch against this guy, and he knows that there is a competition in Tokyo happening, and he needs money for the plane trip. And so he has a friend that he does some scamming with at a bowling alley. They like go there, and his friend goes there first and plays, and then he shows up and acts like a real asshole in front of everyone, and then his friend challenges him and makes like the rest of the crowd feel sorry for him, so then they're all like betting on the match. And then on their way away from that, I guess the guys from the bowling alley followed them. And
I don't know if they did though.
You think those were different guys?
No, I think they were the same guys, but I think it just happened to be that they were driving past the same road and like saw them and then pulled in. But like,
yeah, well, because his friend is a cab driver, and so they're driving his cab back. They have to stop for gas, and then at the gas station, the guys from the bowling alley pull up, and it becomes a whole thing. And they run into a like an electrical pole that gets knocked over and just explodes. And also they have a dog in the car who gets loose because earlier they were at a hotel and Marty was taking a bath, and then the bathtub just fell through the floor. And I swear to God, I thought for a second it crushed that dog.
Yeah.
Luckily, the dog survived. It did break a dude's arm, though. So at the gas station, when they get into that accident, the dog gets out and runs away. They later find it at a house like across the road, but some guy just like will not let the dog go.
I don't understand why.
Me either.
Like the whole movie that happens.
Yeah.
I just don't understand it.
It's kind of crazy. Like
the dude is willing to kill for it.
For real. For this dog that he stole.
Yeah. Or
I don't know.
Found.
Right. But still, absolutely
Unreal.
crazy.
It makes no sense to me. It's like one of the biggest plot lines in the whole movie, I think.
He has another friend who he's known since he was a child. At the beginning of the movie, gets her pregnant, doesn't realize until he gets back from England. And then he's like, that baby's not mine. You're trying to lie. Because she's married, so that's already a whole other situation. But she ends up faking like her husband beat her and like puts makeup on to make it look like she has a black eye so that Marty will feel sorry for her. She's also kind of a con man.
That's why they're a great match.
Yeah. But they get into some trouble together. They end up at this other guy's house for a while, who's
best friend, Marty's
right?
Friend, who he at one point wanted to start a business with,
right? Because his dad owns a I guess manufacturing company or something or whatever. I don't know. But he's making a big deal about one of his scams is trying to get orange ping pong balls because it says that it's more respectable if you can wear white while you're playing like real tennis players. but
Which I get. I get it. I thought that was going to go somewhere at one part in the movie. I thought for sure when they were, I'm jumping forward a bit, but I'm sure in Japan, I was so sure that he was going to be pulling out an orange ball.
yeah, that would have been kind of fun, wouldn't it?
Oh, that was so sick.
But yeah, he's like, you should make orange balls and we could make so much money on this because people would be able to wear white instead of black. And the balls end up getting made, but then he gets into a fight with his friend and his friend's dad, and the dude just throws all the ping pong balls out the window.
It's crazy. It's like a whole box of ping pong balls.
There is also a actress that he meets who is like kind of on a downward slope. Like she's retired from acting and then she's trying to get back into stage acting, and her husband owns like a pen company.
Mhm.
And so he's like bouncing back and forth between trying to scam each of them, where he'll like get with the wife and like they start having an affair. And at one point he is like, they're banging in a shower and he manages to loosen her necklace and then tries to go and sell it, finds out it's fake, then goes back to the actress and pretends that he decided not to sell it. And she's like, no, I think you're full of shit. And I don't know, somehow even after that, he still manages to get back in her good graces.
He's smooth with his words, man.
But every time it's like not working out with her, he'll like go over to her husband and is like trying to make business deals with him, except for there's one lunch they have where he like makes a rude comment about the guy's son who was killed during World War II, and like gets very mad at him after that. And so later in the movie, after another attempt at the wife where they rendezvous in the park and she gives him like an actual expensive necklace to buy his way to Japan, but then they get stopped by some crooked cops and give them the necklace to let them go. They go back to the party and the husband like is like, no, I'm not gonna help you go to Japan, like why would I do that? And he's like sitting there begging him for like 10-20 minutes, and the guy is like, okay, tell you what, there's a ping pong paddle in my office, go and grab that. And he makes him come back out and he spanks him in front of all of his other rich friends.
Yeah, for all of his buddies.
Yeah. But yeah, there's just, I don't even know like the order of all of this stuff happening, but it's literally just back-to-back scams.
Yeah.
Different schemes to raise money to get to this competition in Tokyo. He eventually does the pen guy actually does end up bringing him there. But then when he's there, the deal is that they're going to have an exhibition match against the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll face him for real at the competition. And so he's supposed to lose the exhibition because it's just like, make the Japanese people happy so they'll buy more pens. But then he finds out from the person who I think runs the competition, he's like, no, the brackets have already been set. You're not playing in the competition. And he was like, you can fix it. And he was like, why would I fix it for you? Like, you were rude to me last time we talked. I don't care about you. And so he gets up on stage, he loses the match, and then they're going to make him like kiss a pig or something like that.
So weird.
I don't really understand what that was about.
Black Mirror?
But then he, I guess, like gets fed up and he challenges Endo to like an actual rematch. He's like telling the crowd, he's like, that was fake. That was just performance. I can beat this guy. And obviously that makes Pen Dude angry because the whole point is for him to lose. So he gets up on stage and he's like, if you win this match, you're not getting any money and I'm not taking you home. But they have a pretty heated match. I think it was literally at the end a 1-point difference. But he does finally manage to beat him. And then there were some military guys there. So they bring him back to the US with them. And he finds out that his pregnant friend has given birth, and so goes to meet her at the hospital. And then there's like a really emotional scene of him seeing his baby, and he starts crying. And then I think that's the end of the movie.
Don't forget she got shot.
Is there? Oh yeah. Oh my God. We talked about the dog earlier, but yeah. So there's plot that keeps weaving in and out, where this guy, the guy who got his arm crushed by the bathtub, wants his dog back and tries to, he like is offering a reward or whatever, and the pregnant friend tries to scam him by getting a lookalike dog. And he ends up like stabbing this random dude outside of like a sub shop or something.
Unreal.
But yeah, so then kidnaps the girl. They find Marty, and he is like, either you help me find my dog right now, or I'm gonna basically kill your girlfriend.
Yeah. He's there for business.
Yeah.
He's not joking around.
And so they drive them out to that house with the crazy guy, and gets into a crazy shootout. They're like they knock on the door, and the dude hears his dog, and so they're like trying to peek through the window, and he's got another guy with him. I don't know his name, but he's peeking through the window and just gets his face blasted off. And so they start firing at each other. And I guess I feel like a little bit like you could have done a better job, because dude was just like reaching his arm trying to shoot through the window, and I was like, first of all, you're not gonna hit anyone like that, although I guess luckily he did.
Yeah.
But also the dude inside has a shotgun and just shoots him through the wall. Like, maybe if it was brick, but like a wooden house, like you gotta find better cover than that.
I agree.
So basically everyone except for Marty and the girl end up dying. And turns out the guy was gonna scam him anyway. He like goes to get some money out of his pocket, and it's like a few dollars, and then just a bunch of like magazine cutouts that are shaped like dollar bills.
Oh, and his girlfriend gets shot.
Yeah,
And she's
because so there's 3 people with them. There's the main like gangster guy looking for his dog. He has a person with him, and then they also have a driver. And the driver gets shot, and then I guess I don't know if it was 2 shots or if one of the shots just like went through and kind of grazed her shoulder or whatever, but she also ends up getting shot. And so goes to the hospital, and then while she's in the hospital is when Marty goes to do the competition in Tokyo.
which is
Wild.
the whole thing. The whole movie is just ping pong is there, but table tennis, is there, but it's like not really the main. I mean, it is the main, but not.
Yeah, it's kind of like
50.
I saw a really great comparison the other day for anyone who has seen the show Better Call Saul. It's like he's a lawyer, but the show isn't about him being a lawyer. He's a con artist who just got into law. And I feel like Marty Supreme is the same thing, where he's a con artist who just got into table tennis.
Fair. All right, well, should we take a break and then come back?
Let's do it.
And we're back. All right, well, where should we start? I think we should start by talking about the intro credit. At the very beginning of the movie, I think it was the very beginning of the movie. It was the very beginning.
Yeah, it wasn't like the first scene, because there's the stuff in the shoe shop first, but then his friend comes in and they go into the basement.
Oh, and that's
when the credits happen.
So after they go into the basement, they do what adults do. The birds and the bees, as some may say. But anyway, the credit starts playing, and it's like the sperm racing to get to the egg.
Yeah.
And I thought that was the funniest fucking wait I've ever seen credits.
And then when they get to the egg slowly transforms into a ping pong ball.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. But really creative. I enjoyed it.
It was wild.
I enjoyed it.
I was a little confused. I was like, what am I watching right
Yeah.
now?
Yeah. But it all makes sense at the end. It all makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, her being pregnant is a big part of the story. So
Right.
I guess it also helps to like make it clear for the audience, because like obviously, like I said, she is married, and so there could be a little bit of doubt as to whether or not it is Marty's kid. But like based on the opening credits, I'm pretty sure it is.
That's the only way you'll know for sure.
Right.
By the way, her husband is such an asshole.
It's crazy.
Like through the entire movie, he was just a dick.
But did not beat her. That part was fake.
That's true. True. He got beat. He got rocked, actually.
Yeah, it wasn't even like because I mean, Marty's not like the strongest person, but he just like knocks on his door, and then right as he's about to answer, he slams the door right in his face. I was like, gotta hurt.
Hmm.
And I imagine being him, and he's just like, what the fuck was that for?
Like, what did I do to you?
But yeah, later when he finds out that it's not his kid, he does tear their apartment apart. He's like throwing shit against the wall, and like all the neighbors are coming down, and she's like, I'm fine, I promise, please go back to bed. And he's just like in there throwing a fit.
Yeah, and then he walks out and he like yells at Timothy's mom. It's like you're a stepmom, or what is it?
Grandmother.
Grandmother. Yeah. Anyway, I will say the makeup team for this movie did a fantastic job of
Mhm.
Timothy Chalamet, giving him like just even the acne scars or like his unibrow type
Yeah.
of deal. I think they did.
Okay, so someone mentioned his unibrow, but I felt like I was looking, I was like, it doesn't look like he has a unibrow. Maybe I'm crazy.
Definitely had a unibrow. That's
I
the
don't know.
one big thing I noticed through the entire movie. I was like,
Mhm.
why don't you just tweezer it, brother?
I must have missed it.
Uh,
He had thick eyebrows for sure, but I was like, there's a gap in the middle.
Not really. Obviously, it's not like as dark as his eyebrows, but like you can see the continuous hairline going from one eyebrow to the other. Maybe not as thick, but I also, well, this might be one of your fun facts about the movie. So maybe I won't say it.
Okay.
Should I say
What's it about?
table tennis?
I don't think I have any trivia.
Okay, well,
This.
it's about Timothy Chalamet and table tennis.
Oh, yeah. That is part of it.
Okay, okay. Fun fact though, I found that out before the movie from the lady who was scanning our tickets.
Oh wow.
She's like, "Did you know?" That's
I
so
was
cool.
like,
Anyway, you'll find out later. Don't worry about it. Huh?
First acting role for Tyler the Creator.
Yeah, I think he killed it. Yeah, he did a pretty good job. KK was like, "He's not an actor." I was like, "He is now." I think he did a fantastic job. Yo, tag him. This becomes a real tag him in it. You killed it. I don't know what to say.
It was very
Very hint.
it felt so grounded. I feel like compared to all of the other characters, he was just a real dude.
Just a guy that had a family. It was
like,
trying to make ends meet.
Bruh, I was just trying to pay bills. I'm a cab driver. Like, what do you want from me?
He's like, dude, you're such an ass.
He's like not trying to be part of all this crazy shit.
He's not. He's not. But he always gets sucked back into it. And speaking of that, the gas station scene.
Yeah.
We talked about it earlier. You know, the cab driver, they went there to get gas. And then because they had just scammed like a pool hall for a lot of money, these guys show up in like this giant truck, and there's like, I don't even know how many of them.
Too many.
A ton of dudes. They're there and they want their money back because now they've realized that they've just been scammed, kind of thing. And so to ward off some of the guys that were about to fight Timothy, he like squirted them with a gas nozzle. And then I forget exactly what happens to start, the fire. Did they run into a pole?
Yeah, they ran into the electrical pole, it crashed into the ground, and then
And everything blew up. And these guys got fucking killed. I mean,
did they? It looked like
they had to have.
in the rearview mirror, it looked like they were just like walking down the street in front of the fire.
So that's what I thought too. And then granted, I didn't go back and like try to look for it, but KK told me that when she watched that scene, because I had the same thought as you, she said when she watched that scene, she saw some of them like dropping to their knees with the fire.
I don't know.
So
Might have to watch it again.
maybe need to watch it again, but like they got squirted by gasoline.
Yeah.
Doused in it. So
But they weren't next to the pole when it went down.
True.
So they would have to like walk towards the fire to catch
if there was like a
fire.
fire explosion, like
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what KK heard.
I did see there was a video that pretty relatively easy to find online. But of someone using gas as a defense when because I mean people get robbed at gas stations all the time.
Oh yeah.
And so like someone filling up their car, and then this white van pulls up, and like 4 dudes hop out, and the dude just starts spraying them all with gas, and they run back into the van and drive away.
I mean, yeah, you're not gonna want to be squirted with gas. It's
Right.
crazy, nuts.
It's like, we're giving up on this robbery.
No thanks.
So if you're ever in a troublesome situation, just know that you do have a defense system.
Yeah, just squirt gas on them. That was that.
Other very surprising roles. Kevin O'Leary plays the pen company owner, who is one of the sharks on Shark Tank. If you've ever seen that
Oh
show,
my god, he totally is. I didn't even think of that.
yeah, it was so weird for me. I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing here?
Oh, you didn't do a bad job.
Yeah, I mean, luckily the role was pretty much just him.
Yeah, it was pretty relaxed.
But it felt like, who thought that was the best decision?
So to become casted in a movie, do these people get asked to be in the movie potentially, or do they put their name in the bucket of like, hey, like I'm interested? It's like-
Both.
Oh,
Like
both.
so there are, depends on the like filmmakers and everything, but a lot of times someone will be making a movie and they're like, this is who we want, and we'll try to get them. And then if that doesn't work, then we can like ask around to other people. But there will also like, that's what agents are for in Hollywood, to like find out like, oh, this movie is casting. And so then lesser known people can go in and audition for things.
Right. I want to do that. Can someone be my agent?
Did
I can act maybe.
you ever do theater?
No, but I did actually, yeah. And I can sing. So.
If anyone wants to make Luca an actor,
Sign me up.
quit your
All right.
day job.
Wait. Yep. Quit my day job, become an actor.
And then the other one is the crazy guy with the dog and the shotgun is Penn Jillette from the famous magician team Penn and Teller.
Don't know that one.
Let me show you real quick.
Magician team?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's the guy.
Oh, that's crazy. He looks way different in the movie.
I think he's lost a lot of weight.
Did you recognize him in the movie?
I was watching, I was like, Penn?
That's Leia, actually? Jeez. You and KK are so good at that. I swear, when I see an actor in one movie, you can play the movie, a different movie right after that.
The same person?
It's the same person, and I will not know. I am the guy that the movie industry is fooling.
But again, I'm just like, I want to know the thought process. Like someone with,
Oh,
they were like, I want that guy.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's auditioning for movies. That means someone had to ask him.
That's crazy.
Because he has a job. He's a magician. He's a professional magician.
Yeah, that is weird, huh?
Yeah, that's just mind blowing to me.
I also, speaking of him and his house in the movie, it's crazy that he walked into the house.
Yeah.
The start of the movie. So he drove there like looking for the dog, and he was recommended to go look at this house. You know, there's a house over there. So he drives there with his pregnant gal, and he like, how does he open the door? Does he break the window in the back or something like that?
How did he get in? I think he broke a window.
I think he broke a window around the back, and then,
Yeah.
or no, the screen door.
Right.
He broke the screen door, opened the door, and like just waltzed to this person's house. I think that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Especially now knowing like the dude was armed.
Well, I
Always.
mean, if he had just like grabbed the dog and left,
Could have worked out.
could have worked.
What did the dog do? The dog like ran to the front of the house and like
Yeah,
started barking. at
The dog
window
was
or
just like
something?
running all over the place, and then while he's in there trying to talk to the dog, the dude shows up.
Yeah, crazy. Do you think that? So I guess a big question now. Do you think this movie shows Marty as like a, misunderstood kind of character? Like he's a genius. He knows what he's doing.
No.
No, right?
I think he is a skilled con artist. Like he's a good fast talker, and like you see at the beginning of the movie when he's like on top of his game and he's like trying to, like when he's doing the whole ping pong ball thing, or when he starts getting with the actress, like he's really and he's like talking to her on the phone. He's like,
Smooth.
hey, if I get an apple in that bowl, you have to come and watch me play. And it's like, he's really good at that stuff.
He like threw it from across a different building, bounced it off like what is it, a wall or the window?
I don't know.
And then it landed in the bowl.
Yeah.
And it was the only thing in the bowl left. Crazy. I mean, sure, he was maybe a toxic narcissist.
Yeah.
With a really good talent.
But yeah, I think he's a really smooth talker, and he is really good at table tennis. But I don't think the movie ever portrays him as a good person. Except I think that for some reason they try to like do very, very last second try to make you sympathize with him. And to be fair to Timothée Chalamet, him crying in front of the window with his baby, fucking amazing acting.
Unbelievable.
He destroyed that scene.
Unbelievable.
But still, I'm like, you're gonna choose now to try and be a good father? Like, what are we doing?
Well, I guess he finished his life goal.
Yeah, but that's
Like winning against this fucking guy.
but that's the problem. Is he's so egotistic
That's
that
the thing.
he couldn't be a good husband or father until he had finished his own dreams.
That's true.
I'm like, that's a problem.
Granted, she also wanted him to go to Tokyo.
But it would be different if it was like
Tokyo or Japan?
Tokyo's in Japan.
Yeah,
So
I
it's-
know, I was thinking. Well, I was thinking like, where in Japan did they do this? Was it Tokyo?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it would be different if it was like, I need to go there and get this prize money so I can take care of us. But he was like, he didn't even care about the prize money. He just won for his own feeling good about himself.
Yeah. She got shot.
Absolute nonsense.
She got shot. She was like, no, you have the money. Go.
It was such bullshit.
At least he brought her by the hospital. I mean, that's the least he could have done, right?
Goodness.
Yeah, crazy. Crazy.
So yeah, I don't think, and I guess that's because you mentioned character development earlier, but I feel like Marty just doesn't really have any. Like he's like, yeah, he seems to be happy with his child in the last scene, but I feel like he is the same person he was in the beginning.
For sure.
And I was like thinking about this with like other similar movies because it's not even like it's okay to have a protagonist who's a bad person. Because like in the Dune movies, who also has Timothy Chalamet, it's like Paul Atreides starts off as a good guy, but then throughout the movies you like see him become this like religious tyrant
Yeah.
who's like gonna start war on the galaxy.
Yep.
It's like, okay, he's a bad guy now.
He has changed.
Or like, have you seen the movie Nightcrawler?
I have, yeah.
That is, why can't I remember his name? He's in Donnie Darko. He was in Prisoners.
This is for the chat. Write down the comments. Who is it?
Give me a sec.
Give him a sec. You guys have a few seconds.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Good lord. I should have remembered that. But yeah, in Nightcrawler, Jake Gyllenhaal's character is just the absolute worst. Like but there's still character development. It's just the opposite way. He starts the movie as a bad guy and then he becomes a fucking villain by the end.
You can go the other way.
but so it's like you have good to bad and then you have bad to worse. But I feel like Marty in this movie is just like straight bad throughout the whole thing.
And then
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's you're right on. I agree with that. I will say though, like I really did feel for him.
Really?
In like some type of way, he was trying his best. He was just
I mean, I
he knew
suppose
what he wanted, and I think that's what was admirable. He really knew what he wanted, and he didn't give a shit about anything else. And that's the admirable part. Not saying it was a good thing.
I feel like if you're really into hustle culture, maybe I feel like
Yeah, but like it wasn't even just like he knew what he wanted. Like he knew the end goal. Of course, he was doing hustles left and right.
well, but I mean like
You-
hustle, just like the effort of it all. Like,
Oh.
don't stop at anything to achieve your dreams kind of thing. It
Yeah.
was like that. I feel like on the surface sounds admirable, but when you realize that the whatever it takes is manipulating all of your loved ones, it's like that's not admirable anymore.
Yes. But it was admirable that he knew exactly. Yeah. He was a character, man. He was a character. I don't think I've watched a movie where the character was just such straight chaos always. I can't think of any other movie where I'm like, what a mess. Like
He's despicable for sure.
that's crazy. Damn. Oh, what a guy.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is looking to this guy as a role model, and if you are, you got your own problem to deal with.
Yeah. So with that, do you think the movie was anti-hustle? or was the movie like me, like secretly like glorifying obsession of something?
I don't think so. I think it can be easy to view it that way, but I think when you take into account, I guess it's kind of on the fence because like I don't think it glorifies what he's doing at all. Like he gets the entire movie is him being shit on, and like
For sure.
most of his plans don't work.
Yeah.
But then the other thing is at the end of the movie, like there's no real consequences for him.
No.
He never goes to jail.
It's just unbelievable.
He never even gets injured. Like he does all of this bullshit, and then at the end he's like, got a wife and kid now. That's
Great.
like he's still poor, but
Wife and kid, no money. He's happy.
but like he's not any worse off than he was at the start.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. So what, it played like 50-50 maybe? Because it also did lean into like the hustle culture a little bit to like pump up.
I think it was narratively, I think it was supporting him, but I don't think that was the message that the movie was trying to get across.
That checks out.
Because like you have to support your main character for it to like be interesting. You can't just be like, this guy sucks.
I mean, you could. Here's the movie about this terrible guy and this terrible thing.
I don't know if that would work structure wise. Because like even with Nightcrawler, where like that guy, I think that guy's way worse than this.
That's so true.
But still, the movie was like following him and like, oh, is he gonna get it? And, like,
is he gonna do what you think he's gonna do? He does.
he does. But yeah, I think just for the fact that he's the protagonist, you kind of have to be on his side.
Yeah,
But it's not. I don't think that's glorifying what he's doing.
that's fair. I have no more.
Me either.
Those were the fun questions that I had written down to get some combo going. But yeah, I think overall, fun movie to watch. Maybe watch it once or twice. But I mean, it's not my favorite. It's also not hated, but it was so chaotic and almost like just a wee bit of anxiety driven too.
I think, I guess to add another note is I feel like Timothy Chalamet as an actor is kind of divisive. I feel like a lot of people don't like how confident he is. Because like there was it was either last year or the year before he like got a Golden Globe or an Emmy or something. I don't remember which award it was, but like his part of his acceptance speech for the award was that he thought he deserved it. He was like, I earned this. And people were like, this man is crazy.
I love it. I love it. Why? Okay. I mean, half those people are there because they think they deserve the award.
But usually you get up on stage and you like
Yeah.
acknowledge all the people that helped you rather than being like, all me.
That's so true.
Because like realistically, no one does anything entirely by themselves. Like, don't get me wrong, Timothy Chalamet, great actor. He had a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
And especially, I won't say especially in Hollywood, it applies to other areas as well. But I feel like a lot of industries like that are, people always say it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. Like connections are what make shit.
Yeah, that's so true.
And yeah, it can feel a little abrasive to people when someone tries to take that much credit.
I'm with it.
If you are not put off by Timothy Chalamet, I think you might enjoy this movie.
He plays a very strong role. So, yeah, if you like that, watch it. If you don't.
But let's move on to trivia.
Let's do it.
Do you want to do yours first?
Sure. So when I walked into the theater, the lady was like, "Hey, by the way, Timothy Chalamet plays his character the entire movie long. He prepared for this table tennis role for 7 years to become that good. It was all him, playing table tennis, and that's fucking crazy."
He had been training since 2018, and continued his training while working on other films such as Wonka, which came out in 2023, Dune Part 2 in 2024, The French Dispatch in 2021, and A Complete Unknown in 2024.
Unbelievable.
So he's like, in between filming these other movies, he's like, gotta go practice table tennis.
Crazy. It's just nuts. Also crazy that they knew who they were wanting to cast for that many years. Like how long from, idea originating, having the script written to final product
Right.
does an average movie take?
I would say it can vary wildly because like there are people who have a strong concept and they're like when I thought of this movie, I had Timothy Chalamet in mind. And so like they're writing the script with this specific actor planned for the role. And like sometimes that happens and it doesn't work out, and then you have to find someone else, and that can suck.
Yeah.
But then there are other times where it's like they have a stronger story concept, but like they're not really visualizing it as much in their mind. So they're like, we'll find someone for the role.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, sometimes the filmmakers are just like, I want that person.
So just right off repeat would just tell them.
Yeah. You'd be like, hey, Timmy, I'm making a movie and I want you to be in it, but
You got to be a table tennis.
you gotta learn some table tennis. Done. You also mentioned the makeup artist Michael Fontaine applied pockmarks, freckles, and nicks to Timothée Chalamet's face to give him a more weathered street appearance. The effect was so convincing that Gwyneth Paltrow thought it was real and privately suggested to the actor that he try microneedling to fix his scars.
Oh my gosh. Damn, maybe I should do microneedling because I have those scars. What the hell is microneedling?
Very tiny needles that you put in your face.
I don't want that. That sounds terrible. I'll have to look at it later.
Apparently, I've also heard it. I mean, I don't necessarily buy into all this because a lot of it's, especially with Gwyneth Paltrow, can't trust a word that woman says. She crazy.
Tag her.
Tell you to put rocks in your vagina. Don't listen to her. I think there have been some studies that it can help with hair growth for people that are balding, but I've also seen people that claim that it can help with beard growth as well, but that doesn't have as much.
Oh, with like that little thing that you can like.
Yeah, it's like a little roller. It has a bunch of tiny needles on it.
I was like always bullshit. Like, yeah, whatever, bro. Interesting.
And last piece of trivia. I wish me luck with these names. Jezza Rorig.
That sounded right to me.
His character, Bela Klecki, is based on a Polish table tennis player named Alex Ehrlich. After spending 4 years in Auschwitz, he was sent to Dachau, where he was saved from the gas chamber because the Nazis recognized him as a world champion.
Oh my god. So like the movie did mention that.
Yeah. And the story he tells about the honeycomb is a real story.
What? That's crazy.
The person that Marty is based off of wrote an autobiography, and in it he talks about meeting this other Polish table tennis player who told him about the honeycomb story.
Wait, so tell everyone.
So in the movie, he talks about being recognized in one of the camps, and they sent him out to defuse bombs.
Yeah.
And then one day while he's out there, he sees a honeybee, follows it back to the hive, like smokes a cigarette to smoke all the bees away, and then takes the honeycomb and just rubs all the honey all over his body, covers it up with his clothes again, goes back to camp, and then later that night, all of the other people in his building, he let them lick honey off of him.
And it showed it in the movie. It showed people just like licking the body.
It was kind of wild.
I was like, but then I'm like, I get it for those times. It makes a lot of sense.
I mean, honey is a very
so nutrition rich.
Yeah, like that. Especially, I mean, if you're fucking dying of starvation, like.
But crazy, that's a true story. How cool.
Well, let's get wrecked.
Let's do it. So, because I was fixing my record player and I had questions that I wasn't, a well-endowed figure when it comes to audio engineering. I went to an audio engineering store. It was a very high performance audio store for record players, for music, just boxes, basically stands. And that's my rec. My rec is to find like an hour period of time for you guys to just in your area search like really well-known audio stores and just go into these stores and ask to listen to a few of their systems that they have. They sat me in front of a system at the very, I almost left, and he was like, hey, now that no one's in here, because I had been chatting it up with this guy for a while now. He's like, hey, so now that no one's in here, can I show you the system that we have? And I'm like, yeah, sure, man. So there's like this really nice like leather chair in the middle of the room. And I sit down and there's like fucking, it looks like a spaceship thing in front of me. He turns on, what song was it? Give me 1 second. Well, first he played Archive. Again,
It's a good song.
a great song.
It's what,
And
a
then
fucking 15-minute song.
McDonald's song. And then he played a song by Rosalia. And I can't tell you, it felt like she was in front of me singing into a microphone. The system itself, at the end, I was like, so with all these things and stuff that you have, how much is this whole thing? $500,000.
Crazy.
$500,000. So I have a picture of the system. I did like a wide shot
Yeah.
because whatever. But this is the system. I don't know if you can see it, but this is it. So it's these boxes right here, that, and these speakers.
Those speakers are probably a good chunk of the price.
So the speakers themselves were 90,000.
That's crazy.
So I've listened to the song by Archive a ton. Again, I love that song. It's 15 minutes long, yes, but you go through so many different kind of like variances of music in that 15 minutes. There were things with that sound system that I've never heard before. With my Bose speakers on, with like normal speakers that I have, it was unbelievable. I was like, holy cow, there's a whole nother instrument that I've never heard.
That's great.
And I hear it now because of these $90,000 speakers. Unbelievable. That's my recommendation. Go to an audio store and they will love to talk to you and show you these things that you can't afford. Like on the other side of the store, there are these like really cool looking ones. They were 40,000, and even that, like the speakers were 40,000. And I was like, holy cow. And he was like, oh, that's not even.
I had, it wasn't that fancy because the audio store I was at was for car audio, not for a house. But when in high school, when one of my friends was upgrading the speakers in his car, and I went with him to the audio shop there, and they took us into this room that was like soundproof room, and then on the front wall there were like 4 different sets of sound systems, and we went through them one by one, and in that room it was just like
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
I was like, I cannot imagine having this in my car.
Right. Dude, and so we should look into this at one point. At the end of each month, they have like listening parties there where you go, they have beer, wine, whatever,
Nice.
and then and snacks, and you just listen to a record
Nice.
or like a whole like album through, and you just talk to people.
I like it.
He was like, you should drop by sometime. It's pretty fun.
How far away is it?
It's like right by KK's work. Like 19 minutes from where we are now, maybe, or 20.
My recommendation is going to be the game Cyberpunk 2077. I just recently finished it. Was a lot of fun. There's just so many different ways to play and different like upgrades you can get, and I think there's 5 or 6 different endings. So like
Wow.
it's good for multiple playthroughs. I probably won't play it again just because I don't have that kind of time.
Wow.
Cool. But yeah, really fun game. It's what I think it came out in
Like 3 years ago, maybe?
21, 22,
22.
hold on, 2020.
Dang.
So it was 6 years ago now.
6 years ago, yeah.
But just finished it. It is based on an existing universe, which I was not aware of until recently, but there's actually a tabletop role-playing game called Cyberpunk that has 3 different versions of that. And then there are some novels, and then the game came out, and then there's also a show on Netflix called Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which I've heard good things about, and I do plan on watching. So that may be a recommendation coming up in the future.
TBD.
But yeah, the game is great. Definitely would recommend.
Cool.
All right. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and tell your friends and family about us. If you're watching us on YouTube, give us a thumbs up and hit the bell icon. Otherwise, leave a review on your favorite podcast platform. You can also follow us on Bluesky and Instagram at CashFanPod. If you want to send us a message, you can DM us, leave a comment, or send an email to casualfanaticpodcast@gmail.com. Links for all of those are in the description. What kind of messages can they send us?
You guys can send us messages ranging from I want to fight the guy with the white beard, me, to recommendations of movies, of shows, anything really. We would love, you guys to comment on our reels, on our shorts, comment on the YouTube videos that we have going up. Leave a like on our Spotify. Please tell us if you like, certain portions of the show that we have. Let us know if there's anything that we can add to it. Some of the segments we try out. Sometimes we keep it, sometimes we don't. But yeah, I mean, one of the reels recently that we had got what 38,000 views, and we appreciate all those people watching it, and we appreciate the comments, even though some were hateful to me.
Yeah, please keep leaving comments about Luca's mustache.
Yeah, great time, great time. So those are just a few of the examples that you can leave comments.
And on that note, this has been Casual Fanatic. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.